Hello folks, I am Scott Grove. I am here today to show you the prototype of the Anderson. This is David Anderson, not Tom Anderson. This here's the guy who builds all my custom guitars now for me. And he should for you and everybody else in the world too, because you can actually get all of your guitars handmade. These things are not put on a machine, blah blah blah. These are 100% handmade the way you want them, and they just flat out rule. Some people still actually make guitars instead of cranking them out on a machine. Now today we have the Anderson. This here is called the 32 model. I will tell you why. The whole concept behind this guitar, and again this is a prototype, it's in its basic stages, and it already kicks butt over anything out there. I will have all of my guitars now with this configuration after he finishes building my 7-string Flying V country guitar with my LED lighting. But in the meantime, okay, here's the cool thing about this. I will go down the specs just to tell you what's on this guitar. The body is Swamp Ash. The bridge is a Schaller 475 roller bridge. I will show you that. There are 3 single coils in here, okay, and 2 humbuckers. They are not split. Okay, this is the whole reason behind this guitar. Okay, so it has 3 real single coils and 2 real humbuckers in it. None of them are split. They are just the way they're supposed to be. Okay, reason being, if you take a humbucker and you put a coil split, or actually it's a coil split. A coil tap is a whole different thing. You can put a coil tap on a single coil. Coil splitting is when you try to take a humbucker and then split it to single coil. Okay, anytime you add or introduce circuitry to a pickup or a guitar, things get funky sounding. So if you have a humbucker on a guitar and you put a coil split switch on it, your humbucker will never sound quite like a humbucker, and your single coil will never sound quite like a single coil. You'll get kind of both. This guitar, everything is authentic, so you have 3 single coils like a Strat, or you can have 2 single coils like a Tele, or you can have and then you can have your 2 full humbuckers. Okay, so 3 single coils, 2 humbuckers. That means 3-2 model 32. Get it? Okay, so what we have are the single coils of the Seymour Duncan STK S4s, and the humbuckers are the Seymour Duncan Cool Rails. We have a TBX Fender tone control on here. Amazing, I'll show you that. The Switchcraft output jack. We got a rock maple neck with the matching fingerboard, 2-way hot rod, adjustable truss rod. I've got the Spurzheimer locking height compensated tuners and a bone nut. Okay, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, number 1, you got the tilt back headstock. It is very reminiscent of the Paul Reed Smith in a way as far as the headstock goes, but it is actually smaller. You don't need all that mass there. None of this makes any difference. Okay, there's your Spurzheimers there in a nice cool red. Just amazing guitar. Okay, and here we go. Let's take a good close look up. You have a single coil, a real humbucker, a single coil, another single coil. They are in these positions because this is the way we build a guitar. This is the way we build a guitar. Okay, and a real humbucker again here. What you try to do is go with a 22 fret neck. So there are 3 of the most popular guitars in the world, and everything is always compared to them. Why? Because they are iconic. That is the Gibson Les Paul, and then your Fender Strat and Tele. This one does them all in spades. It does not try to be something by doing, like I said, the splitting thing, because we actually have the 3 on and off switches for the single coils, then the 2 on and off switches for the humbuckers. So you can literally have 5 pickups on here, or you can put that single coil, that humbucker on, and this single coil. Any combination, and it just kicks royal booty, folks. David actually made these right here. There you go, your pickup mounting rings. These are metal, folks, and they're powder coated. These are not plastic junk that are going to break on you. So these are specifically made and designed and patented and whatever by David, and you cannot copy it. Anybody does, we will sue you. No. Everything is handmade, hand-turned, hand everything. So simple. You have a volume control and a TBX tone control, which I will show you. Again, so you have just two real humbuckers in the right place, so they will sound like any Gibson guitar out there that has been hot rodded with the Seymour Duncans. And you have the three single coils that you can do exactly the Tele sounds, or you can do exactly the Strat sounds, because they are located in the proper position. If you were to do a 24 fret neck, that would throw everything out of whack and the pickups would not be in the position that they have to be in. If you move anything a quarter inch, the whole guitar sounds off, and it will be off. So that's why Les Pauls have 22 frets, American made Strats and Teles have 22 frets. You people who like 24 frets, that's fine. You're probably just playing metal, but and that's fine. Whatever you want to play. And distortion just kind of covers up everything, and you get what you get, and you get your two little extra notes. But if you want a guitar that actually does all the guitars and does them right for the first time ever, and does not try to pseudo do them, does not try to do modeling, nothing like that, this is the first guitar to actually incorporate this. Okay. Let's get down to how this sucker sounds. Well, I've already given it away. It sounds exactly like every real guitar in the world. I have both of these two single coils on, so it will 100% sound like a Strat. Let me crank my amp up just a little bit, just for fun. There we go. And simply that. It is on and off switches for each. Again, the three bottom ones are on and off switches for the single coils. So there's the bridge, there's the middle. I have a Strat sound. Okay, same thing. I'm going to turn off the bridge and add the neck single coil. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Again, I'm going to crank my amp up a little more and have some flipping fun. Oh, there's some sound. Okay, so that is 100% Fender authentic. I will turn off the middle one and turn on this on. So I have a Tele setup now. I have the neck single coil only and the bridge single coil. If I want to go just to the bridge single coil, I just turn on just the one single coil. Add me a little bit of a okay, so it is 100% Fender tone. Okay, if you want to sound like a Strat or a Tele, it 100% nails it. It don't pseudo do it. It just flat does it. Okay, I will adjust my camera. Why? Needs it just a little bit. Okay, let's go to the humbucker things. I'm turning everything off. Here is the bridge humbucker, where it's supposed to be. Man, we have balls. That's right. I am going to turn on what is lovingly known as my boner tone. Check this out, kids. Man, this is a humbucker at its finest. It's a real humbucker. It is not messed up by wiring. goodness. I will turn on the other humbucker with it. Okay. So that is just like any Les Paul out there. That is the real deal. Nothing is compromised by tapping or splitting. This is full balls to the wall Gibson tone, period. Let's go to regular distortion, both pickups. I mean, that is just fun. But look at this. Here comes more fun. I'm just going to go through a couple more. I'm going to turn on my 2 Strat pickups, middle and bridge. I'm going to turn on a neck humbucker with it. Just fattened up my Strat. Okay? Now, you have quack, but yet you have some flippin' oomph down there. Once and for all. You get it all just simply by turning on and off switches. Turn on the pickup, turn off the pickup. See, so you still have your quack, but listen. You have balls. Okay, I'm going to go right back to the single coils to show you kind of, this because it best demonstrates the TBX tone control. Right now it is in the middle, which means it's doing nothing. So from 0 to 5, typical tone control. Now check this out. This actually boosts your highs and your lows at the same time. Okay, from there. So it just takes your okay, so here's your tone all the way off. Up to 5. Okay, so and now from there on up to 10 with the TBX. So it really brightens it up and it adds back to normal. So this is just like the perfect guitar, and every guitar I'm going to have built from now on will be this way. You can't beat this with a stick. Look, I always gripe about output jacks. This one's put the right way and it goes right to your strap. Okay? Problem solved. Why does nobody else do this? Because they are not David Anderson. That's why. He cares, he listens to what people want on a guitar, and this Model 32 prototype, his dual guitar, this is every guitar in the world with no compromises, folks. So contact him. I've got it at the beginning and everywhere else on here about how to find him. Get one of these made for you. There's the bridge we were talking about earlier. Once you get everything set in place, hit that lock right there and it will lock everything there so nothing can bump it out of the place. But just, it's that simple, just on and off for each real pickup. What a concept. People have not done this yet. Why? Because they are, my favorite word, guitarded. Okay, so David Anderson, thank you so very much. Get a hold of him. Have him build you a guitar. He's one of the few guitar builders around that actually build them from the ground up. I can't say enough good stuff about him. There's not a guitar in here that even comes close to this, folks. I've got 100 guitars in here, and we have Smokey here. I'm going to call it Smokey because it smokes everything I have. So everything in mine now is going to be switched over to this or be built exactly like this, wiring and all. So there you go, the Anderson 32 prototype.